Aloy wakes to grief and sorrow and seeks to understand why a Zenith risked everything to save her. Welcome back, guys. Yes, Tilda decided to help us at the very last minute. For no apparent reason. Although, when Beta was telling us some stories about her past, there was somebody who helped her out, and if I recall correctly, it was Tilda.
What was all this for? Some kind of survival bunker?
I think you might be right. These were like stasis pods or something. Oh, no, that's definitely not a stasis pod. Where you drop off your stasis pods.
What is this?
Oh my god.
Just a few favorites from my collection. Rescued and stored here just before I went off-world. Take a look, if you like.
Yeah, I will. This is really cool
I'm
stuff.
curious to hear your impressions.
My friend is dead. Beta and Gaia are gone, and you want me to look at old paintings?
Don't be so quick to dismiss the comfort we can find in art, or the insight we might gain.
Right, so I've actually got... There's an option to interact with these paintings. I feel like I recognize these.
My favorite pairing. On the left is Woman Reading a Letter by Vermeer, a true master. And on the right is a forgery, Woman Reading Music, which fooled experts into believing it was a priceless original. Early in my career, I became fascinated with such deceptions. Eventually, I developed scanning software that could detect fakes with unparalleled accuracy.
Is that how you made enough money to buy your way onto the Odyssey?
Oh no. I made my real fortune later.
Wow, these are some works of art. Oh god, that looks like Charles the First. Is it Charles the First?
Rembrandt's The Night Watch, by far the most famous painting my homeland ever produced. It was commissioned to honor a militia made up of influential citizens.
I guess you must have been an influential citizen.
In my day. But not as influential as you've been in this new world. The Gust. By Willem van de Velde, the most famous of his many maritime paintings.
A ship crossing into the unknown. I guess you're familiar with that.
Indeed, which is why I appreciate this composition in particular. Though waves and wind threaten to destroy the ship, it perseveres, clinging to the light even as darkness closes in all around it.
Loads more artwork stored in there. Okay, let's keep moving. Where the hell are we?
There you are. Feeling better?
How did you find us? At the cauldron? And what did you do to everyone right before I passed out?
All business, I see. Well, suffice it to say we were keeping a very close eye on Hephaestus, knowing we would need it at some point. Your ruse didn't fool us, and as for my little trick, it was an overload of the senses, accompanied by an energy discharge. Gerard and Eric were only momentarily disoriented due to their shields, but it rendered you unconscious while I got you out. Perhaps some breakfast might steady you a bit?
This actress, whoever's playing Tilda, I don't know if it is her, but she really reminds me of Carrie-Anne Moss.
This was your house. The one you recreated for Beta, in the data channel you shared.
How perceptive of you. Please, this way.
I love their armor. We can
After
just about make it
everything
out.
your people have done? You think I'm just gonna sit down and have a chat with you?
They're not my people. They never were, and especially not now.
You shot off into space with them. and live with them for 1,000 years before coming back. So what made you suddenly turn on them?
Quite simply, this.
My old focus. You repaired it? But that means you've seen...
Incredible things. What you've accomplished in 2 decades of life.
Oh.
1,000 years at my back, and I haven't even come close. I'm sorry if I invaded your privacy, but I had to. In order to understand. To be enlightened. You truly are Elizabeth's blood. With her drive, her sense of mission, her integrity. Watching all this shamed me for the company that I've kept. Having seen it, all I want is to help you.
Even if it means stopping your friends?
Especially so. Please, sit down.
How civilized.
There. That's better. Now, we must recover Beta and Gaia at all costs. By now, you must know that Gerard intends to use Gaia to reboot the Earth's biosphere. Remaking this world to specifications that would only suit us immortals. This process will kill every living thing on the planet. He calls it a clean install.
Not if I stop him first.
Not if we do. And once he and the others are gone, we can work together to fulfill Elizabeth's dream. I'm sure Beta told you that there's a build of the Apollo database on board our ship. A complete collection of human knowledge. With that and Gaia, we could do everything Elizabeth wanted. Heal the biosphere, educate the people of this world, uplift them. Create the world she imagined.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. From what I've seen, your friends are invincible.
I do wish you would stop calling them my friends. And they're not invincible. In fact, a friend of yours has found a way to defeat them.
Silence.
I wish you wouldn't call him my friend.
He's been a busy bee, building an army powerful enough to crash through Gerard's precious base.
Regalla and her rebels.
Even now, she's preparing a final march on the Tenakth capital. When she wins, she'll have the entire tribe under her control. Hundreds of warriors and machines to throw at the base. She's been duped. They'll all perish, of course. But it should be enough to break Gerard's defenses and allow Silence to kill him. Along with all the others.
Using the new weapon he's developed.
Yes, he's found a way to circumvent our shields. Truly an exceptional man. He's planned for everything. Except you and me. You see, while his army is battering down Gerard's doors, you and I will sneak in through a back way. One that only I know about. While Silence and my friends are busy battling each other, we'll take back Beta and Gaia. I told you I want to help you. I mean it.
God damn, there's so many questions. I noticed her name was it Tilda Vandermeer? And I felt like most of those artwork, those paintings, were from Dutch artists by the names of them. Interesting point, she comes from Holland. Well, probably. God, so hang on. Val is dead, probably. I've got a feeling, though, that she might have got him out and he somehow lives. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know, but that would be a good hope because he's a great character. But we've got a few questions to ask, and I am going to take the time to find out as much as I can while we're here, so bear with me.
You said Beta is not in urgent danger, so what are the Zeniths doing to her?
Putting her to work. merging Hephaestus with Gaia. A difficult, time-consuming task, as I'm sure you know. They will compel her if need be, but her life is not in danger. She's the only one who can do it.
Because you people made her to be nothing but a tool.
Gerard's idea, not mine. They always viewed me with suspicion when I attempted any form of kindness towards her. That's why I created the data channel, a virtual place where we could speak in peace.
Okay. All right. Well, that's... Oh, the data channel. We're supposed to be going to explore this conversation path. What is that data channel? I loved... Sorry, I mentioned it a moment ago, but I'll say it again. I love their armor. That it's almost like a crystalline structure. Just these triangles, polygons that are shaped around them. It really reminds me of the version that's been put in the latest Dune movie of the shields. I imagine like a hard strike can't get through them, but a soft, slow stab might just be able to penetrate them.
So this channel you shared with Beta, none of the other Zeniths ever found out about it.
Gerard believes he's the most cunning of all of us. Even after 1,000 years, he still can't imagine that I would outwit him. The channel allowed me to interact with Beta away from their mistrustful eyes. It offered us a chance to be ourselves.
Until you cut off all contact.
Yes, though it pained me. I was worried that our meetings would do her more harm than good.
Well, she felt like you tossed her aside.
I was afraid the others would find out and punish her. She may not have had the comforts of friendship anymore, but at least I ensured she was safe. I know it seems harsh, but you must believe that her well-being has always been paramount to me.
God damn, I hope they give me one of those shields as a level up. Okay, what is this place? Where the hell are we?
Why did you make the data channel look like this place?
Oh.
I built this house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place. Not just for me, but for the art stored below. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
Okay, right, we've gone down that conversation path. Let's talk about Silence, our old friend. Now, some of you don't know the original game, probably aren't too aware of who he is, but he was supposedly encouraging us all the way through Horizon Zero Dawn. Then he kind of stabbed us in the back and turned against us. But in the DLC follow-up, you find out so much more about it. I don't want to spoil too much, and in fact, in all honesty, I don't remember too much. But Silence is a slimy little...
How do you know about Silence's plan?
He isn't the only one adept at spyware.
You hacked his focus?
No, he's too careful for that. But his subordinates? Not so much. He gave additional focuses to the tribals he branded the Sons of Prometheus. By tapping them, I learned about most of his dealings. The distribution of override technology, the arming of Tanakh rebels, and the secret pact with Regalla to attack Gerard's base.
But how did he come up with a weapon that can take down your shields?
That's the one thing I haven't been able to figure out, but however he did it, I'm quite certain it will work. With it and the Tanakh army, victory seems to be within his grasp. Such a shame he'll be disappointed.
Well, we've already seen that weapon being used once before, right? And we saw it go straight through the shields of one of the Zeniths.
Regalla's only interested in killing Hekarro and waging war on the Karja. What does she have to gain by attacking Zeniths?
It's the price she must pay for her war. Without the ability to override machines, her little rebellion would have languished in the desert.
So she trades with the Sons of Prometheus. Machines to help her overthrow Hekarro,
in exchange for an assault on the base. Pride has deluded her into thinking she can actually survive such a battle, and all without ever knowing who the sons of Prometheus really answer to. Yet for all of Silence's brilliance, still he underestimates you. That blind spot is what will allow us to take Beta and Gaia right out from under him.
While hundreds of Tanakh are cut down outside.
I don't know. I'm not convinced she's fully on our side. I wonder if she's, like, trying to achieve the same things that the other Zeniths are, but she's coming from a different angle. She's trying to get in through the inside, i.e. using Aloy to retrieve Gaia. How is she going to convince me that, you know, how do I trust her? She's brand new, never known her, no idea. Okay, let's talk about Elizabeth, my ancestor.
So you knew Elizabeth. What was she like?
Liz was everything she was. I see in you. And more. Your ingenuity, your determination, your moral compass. You've managed to distill her greatest qualities and make them your own.
I'm not asking about me. Tell me about Elizabeth. What was she really like?
The honest answer is that I don't actually know. For all the time that I spent with her, she always kept a part of herself locked away. It was like that from the moment we met.
How did you meet her then?
So when you met Elizabeth, she was what? Distant? Aloof?
Not aloof. Not exactly. It was a summit in Paris about machine learning, a touchy subject in those days, because regulatory authorities were just starting to clamp down on AIs. Liz gave the keynote address. She had already achieved great renown for her work in automated environmental reclamation. But in her address, she was just starting to imagine the next step. An AI-driven system that wouldn't just act on its programming, but actually take responsibility for its sphere of influence.
To care about life. Not just follow orders.
Revolutionary stuff. I was fascinated. And I wanted to meet her for a long time. I watched her after her talk. She had spoken with such moral authority, such empathy. But after that, she retreated. I could tell she felt uncomfortable with all of her admirers. It was as if giving the talk had cost her something. I didn't want to be a pest, so I planned my approach carefully.
So how did you finally approach Elizabeth after her talk?
I picked the right moment. The morning of the next day, right as she came back to the conference, she had just had her coffee. She was fresh, rested. It was like she had braced herself for the onslaught of colleagues. I asked if I could walk with her, then put forth a question about her talk that I thought was intelligent. Her answer made me realize it wasn't, but she was very welcoming. Almost as if we were previously acquainted. It was only halfway through the conversation that I realized she knew exactly who I was. It was quite a shock to me. My business was trafficking in secrets, and I took great pains to protect my anonymity. So that was Liz, perpetually one step ahead. I came to view our meeting as a metaphor for our friendship. She always seemed to know me far better than I knew her.
I guess I know the feeling.
Well, okay, we've got a couple of other branches to go down, but when she's talking, I know I've mentioned this a few times, but just watch that shield. It's so well animated. Like, it just fades in and out of appearance, just and when the light catches it, the different colours that are refracted off it. It's beautiful work. So, tell me about the Zenith plan.
Beta told me your colony was destroyed. That you came back to Earth because you had nowhere else to go.
It's true. After we reached our destination, a planet in the Sirius star system, we spent decades building a new home. The physical constraints of Earth, the boundaries of mortality, gone. To think of what we could have done with it. It might have been a utopia. Instead, we stagnated, absorbed in effortless comforts and virtual realities. It took a cataclysm to finally yank us out of our stupor.
What happened?
A massive geological event. We knew of instabilities in the planet core, but we underestimated them. By the time the collapse was upon us, it was too late to stop it. Only a few of us made it to the ship in time. We set course for Earth, the only safe harbor left to us.
Which you decided to make unsafe for anyone else.
Not me. Gerard. He believes it's better to wipe the canvas clean than work around the smudges. No more primitive tribes, no more combat machines, only a blank slate to do with as he pleases. But we will stop him. All we have to do is get into that base.
I don't understand why he has a plan like that. They said, well, she just said, only a few of us made it to the ship. Correct? So, well, how many are we talking? We've only seen like 3 or 4 of these people. What are they going to do? Recolonize our entire planet but on a gene pool of a handful of people? It's ridiculous. And these guys live for thousands of years anyway. They don't need all this space. I don't understand the plan. It's a stupid plan. Why not keep, or if at the very worst, if you're a megalomaniac, the very worst, use all of the primitive tribes as slaves to do your bidding, Don't kill everybody by changing the atmosphere, you weirdos. Right, anyway, the Zenith base, tell me more. So they destroyed their chance of happiness on another planet by ignoring the geological potential for destruction on the planet that they serve. Sorry, I'm summing it all up. It's a great idea. It makes sense. I still don't understand, though. I suppose it's through genetic modification how they've been able to survive individually for 1,000 years. She said she's 1,000 years old. I mean, it's maybe 1,000-year-old technology was able to carry the human body that far without aging. Well, not too much. No offense, lady, but you're no spring chicken. Let's stop. Sorry, I'm rambling now. Right, let's talk more about this Zenith base.
What exactly is your plan to sneak into the Zenith base?
We will make use of a lesson I learned from an early age. Always know your exits. In this case, a place where Gerard's new construction meets the ancient foundation, a passage that only I can access. When Silence flings his army at the base, we will enter through this back door, bypassing most of the fighting. The distraction will provide us with a window in which to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Okay, I think we've only got... Oh no, we've got Beta's location. Okay, so inside this place.
Once we're inside the base, where will we find Beta and Gaia?
Here in the command center. By then, Gaia will have been reunited with all of its subordinate functions, including Hephaestus.
What about the alpha build of Apollo on your ship?
A simple matter of recovery once the others have been dealt with. With that in hand, we'll have everything we need to make this world as it should be.
Or, if you're lying, make this world every way the Zenith want it to be. That's the thing. I think if Aloy does team up with her, maybe Aloy should just think, right, we'll use her to get us at least as far as getting our hands on Gaia. But that will be the point. Where if she's lying, the truth will be revealed. And let's just hope Aloy can wrestle it from their grasp at the last minute if that's what happens. Right, what's she doing with my focus? She decrypted the whole thing. She's basically seen my life story from the first game.
My old focus. How did you find it, let alone repair it?
When we encountered you at the Hades Proving Lab, Gerard saw you as a redundancy. I knew better. You were a revelation. After your dramatic escape, bravo, by the way. Gerard and Eric assumed you were dead and gave up the hunt. I wasn't so sure. When the others were busy, I returned to the lab and searched for any trace of you. That's when I found this little treasure. Not easy to repair, but certainly worth the effort. As I watched your life unfold, you were like a splash of color on a worn canvas. What Liz was, and more.
Did you show it to the others?
Of course not. It was your actions that inspired me to defy them. It's worth noting that if I hadn't found it and watched its contents, I wouldn't have known to save you at the cauldron. You'd be dead.
So I should be grateful?
If you like.
Yeah, I suppose I'm not thinking of that angle again, you know? Like, why, if they are that powerful, why does she really need Aloy anyway? I'm doubting my own theories here, but there's something suspicious going on here.
So you know all about me. What about you?
What would you like to know?
Well, start with your life on Earth.
When I was 8, terrorists flooded my home city. Thousands drowned, my parents included. I was one of the few who survived. My guardian sent me to boarding school. Among my peers, I was the strange girl, the orphan to be avoided. All because of circumstances beyond my control.
Oh. So we're a lot alike, huh?
Aren't we? You were an outcast. But you didn't let that stop you from getting what you needed. Neither did I. I climbed my way out of desolation and used my wits to build a fortune. First, from the technical analysis of art and the detection of forgeries. Profitable expertise in those days. But as it turned out, the software I developed was even more useful for counterintelligence. From there, it was only a short step to gathering extremely valuable intelligence on my own.
You were a spy?
More like a service one could turn to for information. I had to remain anonymous, of course, to protect my privacy. But despite that anonymity, Far Zenith inevitably sought me out.
Okay, so she joined them, then what?
What happened when Far Zenith approached you?
They painted an irresistible vision of humanity's future. One where we need not fear illness or death, where we explored the furthest reaches of the stars and thrived. It was only later that I realized that they only intended to bequeath this future to the rich and powerful.
Ah, there you go.
By the time I finally figured it out, the walls were closing in, Pharaoh's machines were devouring the earth. So I accepted Far Zenith's invitation to a berth on the Odyssey. I wanted Liz to come, but she had nobler plans, as you well know.
To try to rebuild. Indeed, she was nobler than all of us. Right, what about the others, though? Why don't they share her passion? And in fact, why didn't she ever try to show them what Aloy had done, what Elizabeth was trying to do? Why did they still really believe that the rich and powerful should be the only ones to survive everything? After what's happened on their own planet?
So you didn't know the other Zeniths were monsters until it was too late?
I knew some of them were, certainly. It wasn't until we were off-planet that I understood the true scope of their greed. I was grateful to simply be alive, but the others became obsessed with a kind of effortless immortality. They built a colony where machines serviced their every need, where any memory or fantasy could be endlessly savored in virtual reality. It wasn't life. it was stultifying, a pampered dream state. As the decades passed, I withdrew more and more, alone yet again, but this time with eons to consider my mistakes. Now, finally, having met you, I feel like I have a second chance.
To do what?
Help you, of course. To fulfill Liz's dream, which isn't so different from Farzenith's original vision. A better future for humanity.
Whoa, she's pushing the hard sell. Well, we've exhausted all the conversation, and personally, I found that fascinating. Really, really interesting, eye-opening, but I'm keeping some of it at arm's length. Now, there's enough food on this table for Aloy to eat a full meal here. She's taken 2 bites of an apple. I hope to God by the time we leave, she at least grabs one of those bread rolls or a biscuit.
First Varl. Now Hikaru and the Tenakth. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
If it looks impossible, look deeper. Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it? I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tenakth survive.
But we won't. If the others...
If you want to help, open it.
Alright then. It's interesting. Why didn't she think of that? We can talk to somebody on the inside. But I guess she's saying that we might get detected. But what if we do? Will they be able to locate us? Perhaps that's what she's worried about. I don't know. We'll see. Let's hope we can find Beta.
What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation. The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement. If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Beta, can you hear me? You're alive. They're watching me. I can't hold up this extra projection for long.
Oh.
You should have killed me. No. No, look at me. I'm coming for you. I promise, okay? I just need you to hold out a little while longer and work on the merge.
Yes. There we go. That's the secret plan.
Then I think it can be done.
That even Tilda doesn't know about.
I'll contact again when it's time. Can you hold on? As long as I know you're coming for me, I can endure anything.
I think Aloy's just whispered something into Beta's ear that she deliberately didn't want Tilda to know about. And that's...
All right. I did as you asked. Now I think you need to tell me what you're planning.
I'm going to take Silent's army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And how do you propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
Without Regalla and her rebels, he won't have a choice. We'll be his only option.
Only option for what? What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister.
Yeah, bitch. She
Will
might
be
as
Silent's
well.
only option for crashing that base. I'll tell you the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
Oh. And what are those?
Lay my friend to rest. And then I'm going to use the override that Beta gave me at Gemini to put an end to Regalla's rebellion. From the air.
Wait. Since you insist on doing things your way, I know of something that will truly help you make a grand entrance with the Tenakt.
The hell is that?
The ancient Horus Titans still possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their arsenal. Drop one of those on Regalla's army and they'll receive quite a surprise. So go, do what you must. I'll come to your base if you manage to bring silence to the table.
Not if. When.
She got so prickly there when she realized Aloy doesn't fully trust her and was withholding
And
some
there.
information.
Aloy! Aloy, is that really you?
Yeah, it's me. Where's everyone else?
We're all... We're back at base. What happened?
It might be easier to explain in person. I'll try to join you there when I can.
Okay. We'll wait here for you. It's good to hear your voice, Aloy.
Well, we've got to work on getting Katalo his arm. I was worried in the last episode that we were approaching some kind of endgame, and I feel like we were only halfway through, maybe. We got a long way to go, and that's really brilliant. I can't wait to play more of this. So Sterling Malkeit's, what's that called? Esit Enigma. Data's corrupted. So all the makings of the next big thing, a much ballyhooed acquisition from an art historian turned technologist, no less, bleeding edge science, and a great narrative to boot. The application was called Ysit, after young Christ in the Temple, a well-known Vermeer forgery. By creating perfect holographic scans of individual layers of a painting and comparing them to a vast library of artistic works, it was able to identify fakes with an unprecedented level of accuracy. But it was clear to Sterling executives that the program's ability to match and identify patterns had broad applications outside of the art world. As a tool for security counter-surveillance or digital authentication, it could prove just as revolutionary as it had in its intended role, which is why they were willing to sign a 9-figure agreement for it. This is the software that Tilda developed, right? So blasting news of the deal to every outlet in the tech media. 2 years later, the project collapsed in a chaotic jumble of lawsuits, recriminations, and accusations of sabotage. So what went wrong? Who was responsible? And most importantly, what happened to the underlying technology, by which all accounts was far more powerful than the vaporware label applied by disgraced executives. So yeah, I don't know. Interesting data point there, but maybe it will become more relevant. The technology that she was working on.
Just to let you know, I'm now patched into your focus network.
Great. I take it the other Zeniths can't hear us?
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering. I've sent you data on the Horus energy cells you can use against Regalla's forces. Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood.
Excellent. Excellent. So we've got... This is so cool. We've got an awful lot of exploring to do and loads more missions. Why can't I leave? I'm trapped. Wow, this must have been a glass-bottomed pool. See, that kind of detail in a game like this, you could just as easily have missed this. But this was... clearly had glass panels there and a view. What a gorgeous view it would have been to swim out over the rocks and look across the sea like that. My god, what a beautiful game. That building, that is where we're supposed to go. And where are we on the main map? Oh right, all the way down south. Oh, that's interesting. Tilda's mansion. Well, it said I've got to go all the way back to base. It's all about the base. I suppose we should return there, just find out a little bit about the aftermath, really. We can always go back to Tilda's mansion. So I like the plan. Basically, we've got to kill all of the Regalla rebels.
Snow falling.
So Silence has no choice but to use us and equip us with his technology, his weapon that can destroy the shields of the Zenith. Man, it's quite a soap opera we've got building up in this game. It's a really, really cool story. There's a couple of wobbly bits, but don't we all have those? Oh gosh.
When you're wounded, you have to strike back. Draw blood.
Hey! Can I get 1 damn minute to mourn my friend?
Regalla is going to slaughter my tribe to overthrow Hikaru. The Zeniths have Beta and Gaia. We can't sit around wallowing in our losses.
Kotallo's right. We must fight.
Oh, all right. So what are we gonna do, huh? Take on all of Regalla's rebels?
Not to mention the Zeniths. What can we even do? Throw ourselves at their base?
Something like that. So...
After we lost contact with you, we regrouped and went to Gemini. What happened? The recording we found on Varl's focus cut off when that Zenith, Eric...
The Zeniths were tracking Hephaestus. When Gaia trapped it in Gemini, they knew where we were. After Varl tried to stop them. They took Beta and Gaia. I only survived because one of the Zeniths turned against the others to save me.
One of them? Well... at least we didn't lose you too. So what do we do now?
We're going to defeat the Zeniths. And get Beta and Gaia back. But first, we're going to stop Regalla.
How?
Back in Gemini, Beta gave me a gift. There's something I need to do first to make it work, but it could put an end to the bloodshed.
Word is, Regalla's readying her army for an all-out assault on the Grove. I need to be there.
I know. Go. Stand with Hikaru. And keep an eye on the sky.
Strike true as the 10.
The rest of you, whatever preparations you need to make, upgrades, resupplies, get on it. It won't be long before we take the fight to the Zeniths.
We'll be ready, Aloy. And when you're ready, meet me outside the east exit. I'd like to have a word in private.
Even when things are darkest, you're the flame that lights the way forward.
Just tell me one thing. Am I gonna get to smash up a bunch of Zenith bastards?
We all are.
Good.
Can't we just get
Before I
along?
do anything else, I should
Why
check
can't
on
we all
Zoe.
just work
That
together?
sounded important.
Wow, the Wings of the 10. That's the mission that's been mentioned a couple of times when I've been trying to do other quests, and it says, oh, you can't do that until you've completed the Wings of the 10. I thought it might have been a side quest I couldn't discover, but there's another tool which we should recover. Because there have been some places I haven't been able to go because of because of that mission, basically. So it's good that we're actually on it. And maybe it isn't, again, maybe it isn't endgame once more. So, what's her name? Zoe wanted to have a word. I guess up here now, we're not going to speak to Gaia because Gaia's been absorbed. I just want to double check. Right, so the only thing we have got there is that drone machine where we can process the information from the drones, which I just have not been collecting them. Okay. Now let me go speak to. Where is she? Talk to Zoe. We'll just have a word with her. This has been a real interlude in terms of the series and the game. It's more information gathering than anything else. But I think we'll just talk to Zoe, call it a day on the episode, but we'll come back pretty soon with some action. I've got a load of side quests I want to do. But where did she go? The eastern exit. Does that mean she's going to be traveling back east? What a view. Oh wow, it still takes my breath away, this game. Stunning.
Over here, Aloy.
Yeah, I know you're there. Just shush. I'm admiring something else right now. Just wow. And you can go to most of it. You can walk around down there. That's what I love as well. Like what is in front of your face, you can go down there and explore. It's just brilliant. Very few games like that. Alright, Zoe. Say it ain't so.
We would come out here to tend to the garden. Sometimes I needed fresh air. Other times we would simply sit and watch the sunrise. So when we returned from Gemini, it seemed fitting that he be laid to rest here. Now he can always look out at Plainsong and further east to the Nora Sacred Lands.
He would have liked that.
He often spoke of his sister, Vala. He said she used to gather her favorite golden blooms and tie them to her spear. Their mother called it useless, but Vala was stubborn.
Yeah, she seemed like that.
It wasn't easy. But I tracked down the flower. Gathered its seeds. As verdant limbs wither, roots rot in snow, still the sea rises, as certain as stone. From death follows new life. So it is with the land. And so it is with us.
Oh no. She's pregnant. Oh god.
I'm with child.
It's even more tragic.
I was going to tell him when he got back from Gemini. Instead, one day, I'll bring our child here. We'll sit among the blooms and watch the sunrise.
Oh, poor Val.
I never got to tell him. To thank him. For saving my life, sure, but also for not giving up on me.
He always knew.
Goodbye, Varl. I promise to look after them.
Well, there goes my hope. I kind of had a feeling that he really was gone, but man, I ain't gonna end this episode on a bum note.
When I can.
But I can come and visit and talk to Val if I ever want to. My god.
I need to go to the fabrication terminal to install the new override on my spear. Then I'll use it on a sunwing and get ready for an entrance Regalla will never forget.
Right, so we have to craft an override. I mean, I haven't even fired I haven't flung an arrow, I haven't swung a spear, I haven't done anything in this episode so far, but look how much of the map we have yet to uncover. We've almost been to the reaches of every place. But there is so much more. Where do we have to go? We've got to go back into the base. Craft an override that we can then ride a Sunwing. I mean, does that mean we can fly? Peter? What I really, really, really want to do is the mission for Katara. I want to see what he looks like with an arm. Took me ages to do the thumbnail that I created for
beating the crap out of me makes you feel better.
for the video where I was talking about picking up his mission, which we got started with. This one here. Oh, craft override. There it is. It costs nothing. That's done. Can I do any more? Oh, I can override a Fanghorn now because I've killed enough of them and got enough bits of them.
Override installed. Now to find a Sunwing. I think there are some roosting at the top of the mountain.
Just you wait, Varl.
Well, I suppose we have to do this mission, or can we do other sideys? Let's have a look. Ah, look at that. What was lost? These are two of the missions which I can't do until Wings of the Ten is complete, which is the one I'm on right now. Okay, so the next part of this one is to go to the peaks above the base. Is this so that we can grab one of these Sunwings? Maybe the Wings of the Ten as a mission is literally this interlude.
Okay, I need to find a Sunwing to override. Better head up the mountain.
Yeah, that's a great idea, but where's... We gotta climb... Are we... Seriously, we're climbing this one? We are. We are climbing a mountain. Oh my god. Okay, well, let's just enjoy the ascent. It's so useful being able to see the grab points. That's worked out pretty well. Oh, hi. God damn, I had no idea we were going to actually climb this place.
Can't let the cold distract me.
Yeah, that's kind of nobody thought about that. Should have brought a jumper. Oh, there we go. We've got some. So what do? Just sneak up behind one of them. Oh, I love that move. And she just does like a parkour
There's Sunwings
swivel.
up here. I'll have to approach them quietly.
Yeah, we can approach them quietly. Now, what do? Just... Uh-oh. That one moved. But once I've overridden one of them... I do love that. Look at the tracks. So cool. I love this game. Alright, let's...
Its wings look like they can catch the sunlight. Probably a fast flyer, too.
We're going to override one of these babies. And fly.
Got it.
Excellent. Can I override all of them? I'm gonna be cheeky and sneaky. Yes, it is. More friends. So we've got two options. Alright, let's let the override tool recharge fully. I'm gonna get the last one. That's probably going to be one of those options later, as you can... Where'd he go? You're my ride. Get down here, man. Well, I'll take your friend. You're going to be like that. Right, well, seeing as you're up there in the sky, can they all come with me? No, come back. Oh, now we've got wings.
Oh, this is it. I'm in the air.
Amazing. Okay, hold X to fly forward. Fly west. Look at this. Just stunning. To perform a barrel roll. Oh, you
Whoa.
beauty.
Head rush.
Whee!
Tilda, I'm in the air.
Then you'll want to pick up an energy cell on one of the ancient Horus Titans. But first you must send out a pulse to activate them. I've sent you the necessary software. To deploy it, you'll have to override one of the communication machines you refer to as Tolnecs. There's one in the middle of the desert that should do nicely.
On it.
Oh, I could just fly around all day. This is so gorgeous. Fly to the tall neck. Right, where the hell is it? Okay, let's go. So I want to do it now. I keep on wanting to end the episode, but this has been far too much fun. Wow. There's a tall neck. Right ahead. Okay. Ah, that was the one that we... Oh, my God. Many episodes ago, we couldn't access it. And because we needed a certain thing. And now we know what that certain thing was. Right. Let's go. We can speed up a little bit. My God, this game has just taken on a whole new dimension. In many ways. Firstly, that story. Tilda. Tilda Vander Tilda. And now...
There's a tall neck. Need to get on top of its head.
Aloy is an angel in 2 ways. Right, tap circle to slow down and hover in place. Ah. R1 to ascend. So we can... Oh my God, we can go into helicopter
Know
mode.
how to land this thing.
Hold R2 to descend. Yep, we're going down. Oh, right, we're in hover mode. Right, go forward, go forward. You got this, you got this. Nice and gentle. Forward a little bit. Okay, forward a little bit more then. Land. You little beauty.
Made it. Just gotta override it. Okay, Tilda, I've overridden the tall neck.
Good. And the energy cells are now primed. Simply pick one up on a Horus. The nearest one should be northwest of your position. Dropping it on Regalla's machine should produce quite a spectacle.
Thanks for the assist.
I told you, I want to help.
Okay, so we tap the D-pad left and right to select the Sunwing call. Okay, I got it. And tap down to use the Sunwing call. Right, if you have an overridden Sunwing using the Sunwing call, will summon it to your current position. Right, much like the others. Okay. Come on then. Yeah, boy.
Whoa!
Oh, it just picks me up like
I'm gonna
that.
have to get used to that.
That's amazing. Gather a Horus. Oh, I'm being shot at. Can I fire back? I guess not. No, we need to get out of here. Let's barrel roll. Yes. Right, gather a Horus energy cell. Let's go. We've lost the losers.
Regalla's rebels. Reinforcements, maybe.
Oh, wow.
Heading for the Grove. I hope Hikaru and this Noct can hold out a little longer.
Oh my God. Right, so this is where we're... Oh, they've seen me. The Horus energy cell, right. I can't scan while I'm on this thing. Where do I go?
There's the energy cell. Right on the Titan's back.
Oh, here. Okay, land.
Got the cell.
Oh!
Now onto the Grove. The pulse from the tall neck should have reactivated all the energy cells in the region. I should be able to pick up more from any Horus I fly to. Could be useful, even after I deal with Regalla.
Oh, we're gonna drop this on Regalla's camp? We've got to go to this... My God, death from above. This is amazing. Honestly, the game has never felt more exciting than when I first plugged it in. You know, after a while, you run around doing things, certain skills, level ups, fighting, combat. The combat gets a little bit easier, then gets hard again. But then the game has skillfully just introduced a completely different dimension here, which I think is remarkably clever. Great gaming design, and we should expect nothing less. Right.
All right, here we go.
But am I actually just going to nuke this place?
Regalla's inside. Kara will soon be dead. It's all over, Chaplain.
I gotta drop it now. Here goes.
Oh, it's a giant EMP.
Is that... It's Aloy!
She flies on the wings of the 10.
The tide has turned! Push through!
End of the line, Hakara. Now on your knees, and I'll give you the death you didn't have the spine to give me.
They're down! The machines! All of them! They're down!
What? How's that possible?
Regalla!
Daenerys is here.
Enough bloodshed! Let's settle this. You and me.
Easy to say when you're atop a machine.
Well, that was just to get your attention. I don't need any help to take you down.
Fine.
Oh
I
God, here we
accept
go.
your
I better do it
challenge.
justice.
And once I'm done with you, I'll get to finish the slaughter.
We'll see about that.
The duel is set. Let none interfere.
Oh, I've got to do this.
Show strength!
Yeah, I'm going to use my arrows. And it's going to work. Right, she's poisoned.
Weak of blood? Weak of mind?
Whoa, she's got some skills. I'll give her that. Okay, all right, and she can dodge. All right, I think I might keep on with the poison then. Man, this is going to take some time. Need to kind of get rid of that mask of hers. Oh, we've done something. To get rid of bits of her armor. This is working pretty well. Ooh, Cantona. I'm gonna run out of these quickly if I'm not careful. Should we give her one of these?
I will paint this hallowed soil with your blood.
Getting
Oh,
somewhere.
it doesn't actually connect to her. Come on, get some health back. Funny there's no sort of block button.
It's like...
Okay, I'm just gonna have to do this manually.
I will do what has to be done! Oof!
Oof. Wow, this is epic. Oh god, no. Don't hide behind the explosive barrel.
Alright, so that's how it's gonna be.
That is left of your story!
Yeah, maybe. Alright, Frosty. I don't know how we can beat her while she's hiding up there. Whoa, nice. Managed to just roll out of that. What was that?
Feed my story!
Okay, second phase, quite different. Man, I'm really enjoying this episode today.
So that's how it's gonna be.
No challenge!
Right, how are we gonna
I
deal with
once
that
slew
witch?
3 behemoths alone.
Try a couple of these. No, Aloy, that's not what I was getting. Right, so I have to get away from them. These shredders don't work very well at all. No, I'm not a fan. Not using them. Don't like it. Oh god.
You think you can break me?
Am I going to get any help from those? Oh no, I'm not. This is one of those challenge fights, isn't it? Yeah, okay, my bad. I'm just going to go for the face.
The rains will wash your filth from the land.
I think it's a case of just going backwards and forwards, avoiding her damage attacks. Plasma precision arrows. She's going to play the plasma game. Oh god, that hurt. Get out of here. I've got no health. Let's get it from stash. Right, let's try this.
When you're beaten. Oh,
that was a good shot. How'd you like that? What the hell? Where did she get those amazing toys? Come on, Aloy, phase 3.
This is where it ends.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so far so good. Right, let me just take a moment while she's running towards me in super slow motion.
Here and now.
Alright, forget that. I'm gonna do a lot more of this hand to hand.
You are as weak as all the children of the East.
What is that trash talk? It's absolute rubbish.
At least leave me with a scar.
Okay, alright, she's hurting me now.
The North.
The North. Ooh. What did you say? Okay. I don't want to blow something up, but I don't have any fire arrows. There's a few pots.
For you.
I'll go with this poison approach again. It seems to work pretty well. If I can hit her, that is. Alright, she's poisoned. Oh, she's lost her mask. Funny enough. Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
Child of the weak.
Oh god, I've only got one. What's going on there? I'm just going to run around. Take a drink. Get out of there. Nicely done. Right, at least we got our health back. I need to grab these. Let's concentrate on supplies for just a hot second. Oh, look at this. Somebody's left a few crates here as well. Nice.
I'll finish you. And then Hikaru.
Right, where did you go? Oh, there you are. That hurt. Okay. I love her spinning attack. Looks pretty good. Right, more potions. Okay, we have to think. Poison was pretty good. It sort of stunned her for a little while. So let me try a little bit of that. That is a nice move, but you just gotta... as long as you're in slow motion... Oh no, she caught... It works really nicely. Oh, there it is. The mistake is made.
You think...
Oh, I've got to hit that. Oh, I missed it. I've transferred the Valor stuff to her. Where the hell she go? Oh, there you are. Right, she's pretty much down to bare bones now. We can just knock her skin off, and then we've got this fight all sewn up. Now she has no armor. She's taking a load more damage. How do we want to finish this off? He says with great confidence, foolishly. Let's try and blast a bit of her skin off, shall we? Boom! I didn't do as much damage as I would hope, but that's because she had nothing left to lose. I think we just blew up the frosty thing. She's done.
Here I am again, on my knees before bootlets and cowards. Go ahead, run me through.
Shut your mouth, traitor.
It was you who flew in on the wings of the 10. You who challenged her by our rights. You must decide her fate. I spared her once. It only made things worse. She was the best of my marshals. What a waste.
She's dangerous, all right. But maybe that's exactly what I need.
Cowards! What more do you have to conspire about?
Whether you live or die.
Yeah, so don't, with your lippy mouth, just shush a minute, you know? Your life is in our hands. Your life ends here, or there's another battle ahead, and this isn't easy. But I think we can use her. If we can convert her into a good guy, that's what this is going to be about. This is what I think we should do. Get her to join the crew.
I'm not here to forgive you for your crimes. But there's another battle ahead. Against an enemy more powerful than anything you can imagine. And I need people. A squad. That's willing to do whatever it takes.
I don't want your mercy.
It's not mercy. The battle I'm talking about will be charging into a nightmare.
A better death than this? Yes. My blood is yours. Your enemies are mine.
Well, that was easy.
Meet us at our stronghold, in the mountains near Plainsong.
You mean to send her alone? Without even an armed guard?
She does not need it.
I will be there. You have my word.
I'll hold you to it.
Chief, there's something you both need to see. In the throne room.
Man, this has been, this is a super long, epic episode, but don't regret a moment of it. Who the hell's this? We found Bane.
He surrendered to our guards outside the grove.
Yes,
Claims he had an
Batman.
urgent message for the Outlander who defeated Regalla.
So, state it.
It's for her alone. From an interested party.
Whose focus is that?
I'm gonna need some privacy.
Clear the room. Put him with the rest of Regalla's soldiers.
I'll see you back at base.
You saved the tribe. Let me help you with your mission.
No. With Regalla gone, you have a chance to build the future you dreamed of. So get to your task.
Then at least allow me to give you this. Armor for the battle ahead. May it keep you safe.
Thank you.
Some serious upgrades going on.
Do you have any idea what you've just done?
Oh, it's a pleasure to see you too, Silence.
Congratulations on your victory. You saved the Tenakth for a few weeks. Unfortunately, you've doomed the entire planet as well.
Wrong. I don't need a Tenakth army to defeat the Zeniths.
Oh, Aloy. Have you learned nothing about the enemy we're up against?
More than you, hiding whatever hole you found. My idea is just better than anything you ever came up with.
Go on.
No, not here. We're doing this my way. Face to face, and with the weapon you've developed.
And why would I agree to that?
Because I'm your only way of beating the Zeniths, and getting the copy of Apollo that's on their ship. So meet me at my base. Mountains west of Plainsong. Time to submit to the inevitable silence and follow the person who actually knows what she's doing. Don't be late.
Hey, awesome. Aloy is a boss. Wonderful. That was amazing.
Tilda, you there? I did it. Silence is on board. So head to my base.
Impressive. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Wow.
Now that I can fly, I might want to see what else I can do before I head back.
Yeah, no worries. We will be exploring more of this world before we go back to that base. There's a whole load of missions I want to try and take on before the next main part of the mission. But now we're going to have Silence, Tilda, everybody else, apart from poor old dear Varl, is going to be on our side. And we're just making friends and allies everywhere. This is going to be, continue to be, I should say, an epic game. Thank you guys for watching this one. Super long episode, but worth it, I think. I hope you agree. I'll see you in the next part. Take care. Please leave a like if you can. It really does help me out. And good night.
So, say the chief gets his way. Lasting peace with the Karja. Then what?